Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to a brand new TEW2020 video. You join us for a roundup of the last year of 2027 and we'll go through our various wrestlers of the year and the Power 500 before we look ahead to what's to come as we head towards 2024 in real life, which is crazy. So a wee bit of backstory, obviously this has just went on week by week, but I've actually took a wee bit of a break from TW. I honestly think it's maybe even a month since I last recorded the last show. Nice little break away. But I got that way where I was at some shows, got the kind of blood pumping, and I'm like, yep, I'm really wanting to start booking again. I was planning to take a good wee time away from the save, play some stuff offline, play some stuff in Pro Wrestling Sim. I just can't get another save apart for this one. It's just like, ugh, but I just want to go back and play this. So I will keep on booking. These will probably be a good bit in advance before they go out, but it just shows you the power of this save. As I say, it is 2028. This was started back in, when was the first show we ever did? September 2021. So by the time of recording, that's 2 full years worth of real life time and 6.5 years in game, which is crazy. And I want to keep going. I think it's our best chance of the achievements, which is the aim. As I said, I was looking at the viewer count isn't particularly great, but I think the reality is you're always going to get that when the game's been out so long. And if you followed me with any Football Manager content or anything, it's all about the journey. So for you who have stuck with us, it's much appreciated, but we are going to keep rolling on as we try and head towards 29, 30 and see where we can get to and hopefully change the landscape. I think there's a lot of ideas I've had that have kind of been curtailed by PopCaps, which obviously I wouldn't get in Pro Wrestling Sim. But we'll see with that. It just takes the right idea. I think my problem is if I played that and this in the 2 saves in a go, the amount of ideas I'd have in my head is just a bit overwhelming. I'd need, honestly, to put one in the back burner to focus on the other. But we'll cross that bridge at one point. Let's focus on this. I might put a poll up or something and give the people what they want, as Excalibur would said. Anyway, so reviewing back in our last year, you can see there it's been staring you in the face for God knows how long. Your Wrestler of the Year went to Konosuke Takeshita. Fair enough, he's former champion, he's an absolutely stellar 2027. Company of the Year, we won that, so that's another one. This is the 7th time. I believe we should have that accomplishment, that achievement, because obviously I've done the Evgenic version, we were the only company in that for a few years, so that should be about 10, so hopefully that's one. Team of the Year went to LFI, again absolutely fine. Andrade and Rush were pulling off some spectacular stuff as a tag team. Match of the Year though went to two of our talents that were at New Japan at the time, which is Ibushi and Okada. Their match up at night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom 20, so that won Match of the Year. However, it was Grand Slam that won Show of the Year. If we quickly flick through all this and try and find it. Grand Slam, where are we? Anniversary show just before that. So the main event of Konosuke Takeshita and Kenny Omega with a 99 helped secure that 100 reign and Show of the Year. We also had Aussie Open alongside Aaron Hanier taking on the House of Black. Priscilla Kelly versus Veronica. Mike Wahlberg, Prince Devitt. Hobbs against Eddie Kingston. Jamie Hayter, Io Shirai. The Generals versus the Lucha Bros. Elena Black and Chris Statlander versus the team of Isaiah Brookside and Bobby Tyler. And of course that opener between MJF and Kazuchika Okada. Young Wrestler of the Year went to Sally Campbell, aka Veronica, obviously on that great unbeaten run. As you can see now, the stats are in the 40s. When we signed her, she was in the teens with them. So another year or two, and we could probably see her into the 50s. And she's going to develop into a really good worker. It's like, the matches aren't great at the moment, the psychology obviously carries it, but once we get her cooking, she's going to make great matches. Veteran Wrestler went to Ibushi at the age of 45. Your Female Wrestler of the Year went to Mayu Iwatani, our other dominant women's champion, who's been great to have. Most Improved Company went to Basara. They are based in Kanto, and their main person is Keisuke Ishii at 42. Fair enough. Independent Wrestler of the Year went to Chihiro Hashimoto. Manager of the year went to Kei Monito. Maybe we should get ourselves better manager if that's who's winning manager of the year. Announcer went to Scott Stanford. As I say, his stats are incredible in this. 93, which is why we took the plunge to sign him from WWE. Colour commentator went to Excalibur for the 8th time. And your referee of the year went to Aja Smith, who captured it for the first time. If we cover over to the Power 500, I'd already checked out where our various women ranked in the ratings. So just going to go through them, you can see Mayu Iwatani, the 16th best wrestler in the world. She was actually down from number 8 last year. We had Diona Perazzo, who was 27th, way up with Mercedes Moné, who was down from 43 to 56. Sari was up nearly 250 places at 61. Veronica in there at 63. Then we had Takuma Aroha. And also featuring in the likes of the top 200 with Anna Jay, Io Shirai, Rhea Ripley, Very, Elena Black, Killer Kelly and Becky Lynch in the top 100. And they were joined by the likes of Jade Cargill, Konami, Alexa Cabrera, although barely, she only has 13 matches, so that's one thing I need to work on in 2028 is giving people more matches. It's just not acceptable. Julia in there, T-Mello, Priscilla Kelly, Roxy. Be interesting to see her development going forward. Tony Storm, Britt Baker, Hashimoto, Maki, Statlander, rounding out the 200 with Bailey in at 209. So as for the men, if we just go to either gender, we'll just let you see the top ones as they list. You can see there with representation from Takeshita in at number 1. Volta in there, so second place 2 years in the trot, another stellar year. Then Rush and Andrade with fantastic years at 3 and 4. Okada in at number 5, then Ospreay. Then with the likes of Kota Ibushi, both the Bucks in the top 10, up from 27th and 14th in 2026 with Kenny Omega in at 10. Not bad for missing half the year and on a physical decline. So that's going to be a big changer going forward. That is obviously a big changer. Big change is the word. Going forward as these guys get the physical decline. And then obviously we're going to have the likes of your Devitt's, your Owen or your Kevin Steens all going to properly go down the stats. So I'm really going to have to put faith in the younger generation. We get Penta at 11, MGF, Jay White, Vikingo, Ray Phoenix, the previous I mentioned, the Iwatani, and then it was likes of Sami Zayn or Generico as we know him, Adam Page, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins just rounding out the top 20. You can see other names there of Kento Miyahara's in there, Kevin Steen, Adam Cole, Takahashi, Diona, you'd pack in at 28, Moxley in at 31, and then you get like Tommy End, Tyler Black, Pete Dunne, Santana up as high as 36. Of course, remember the holder of the ticket to the top, I think what it was called there, and Dragunov rounds out the top 40 alongside Axel Dieter Jr. So we find ourselves with a lot of tournaments and a lot of championships. Of course, we've got the Collision Championship under the ownership of Powerhouse Hobbs. Pretty beautiful are your tag team champions. The international champion is Kento Miyahara. Mixed tag team championships, of course, with Gresham and Jordan Grace. TBS with Tony Storm for the third time. Of course, Santana, your reigning ticket to the top. He's had it since August. He's got until August to cash it in. You'll have Dragunov, your TNT champion. Your Trios championships were with the Elite. The World Championship for the women still with Veronica, with the Tag Team Championships with Becky Quinn and Bayley Rose. Your AEW World Champion is, of course, Maxwell Jacob Friedman for the second time. The World Tag Champs are the Lucha Bros. Your Zero X Champion is Blake Christian. Your Queen of AEW is Julia. Your Shine Champion is Jamie Hayter. And yeah, the rest are all tournaments. So it looks a lot worse than it actually is, but it is quite a competitive field there. And you can see there what we're looking to build towards going forward. There's going to be Beach Break, then we'll head into the Romance is Dead, then the Stars Who Shine are all women's pay-per-view. Free for all season, not decided what we're going to call it, but we'll stick with that. And then you get the likes of Revolution, Blood and Guts, and Double or Nothing as we head into Fyter Fest, which will round out the first part of the year. So that's the plan. It is going to be mostly faction wars going forward. As I say, the main storyline will be obviously the Elite versus Walter and these guys. We're going to have a few others. Basically, the idea I've got in my head is basically the Shield is what they'll be known as, or whatever I've known them as in this. I don't even know if I've put them as a name yet. No, so whatever we're going to decide to call Moxley, Tyler Black, and Joe Inoue, they are going to be like the main heel faction, and it's going to be trying to take down AEW from within. MJF is obviously like, here, I'm the world champion, people should be caring about me. Doesn't happen, he starts to get paranoid, he starts to go, come on, help, help, help. And then eventually we're looking at a big babyface run for MJF alongside some people that reluctantly to start with, but eventually give him some help. That's the only thing I can really remember that was planned. A lot of stuff, as I say, will just hopefully come naturally and we can have some good stuff. But we will start to slowly but surely phase out the older guys and start pushing the new crop and pray that they don't get popcapped. So that is it for this episode. We will see you back again for Beach Break 2028. But yeah, nice wee break. Looking forward to getting stuff on the run and booking this. And as I say, let's take a wee nosy actually. Return to title screen. So you can see these aren't my full achievements from TEW2020's full lifespan. These are strictly from when I obviously changed PC. So that is October 2022. Because I got a new PC and obviously resetting it to relicense it. So in theory, if I'd done it again, then I'd have to relicense again. So I've done over 1,000 matches. I haven't done over 10,000. So I need to keep booking that. I'm not even at 500 events yet, so that's not great if we want to try and get 1,000. But it's the 10, 100 matches, the 50, 100 matches. It's massive pressure I put myself, but obviously I want to achieve. The likes of the maximum booking reputation and the tiny, medium, big, etc. They were all done in the old computer, but not here. But I can easily just maybe boot up a save where I just have a wee custom company and see what I can do. Company year 10 times. I mean, big time to get the organic verse to get that back up, but obviously previously we would have took over many companies as well. We'd have won all the regional battles in the build up, but anything that was done on this computer in terms of and that save is like January 2026. So I've done 2 years effectively in the new computer. So everything you see here has been done in 2 years of that span. Obviously this was where I'd done a holiday sim, so it was quite easy to get the 25 and 50. A little bit of patience, but by the aim of that's the thing, sorry, I was going to say the aim of the lifespan, we don't even know whatever's going to happen with EW if this is the last ever game. Or if Infinite will take over, but as I say, I want to at least get all these off the board before we move on to other things. But yeah, basically let me know how you're doing with the achievements, how you found Pro Wrestling Sim as well. As I say, I'm enjoying it, I don't know what it is, I just cannot seem to get it to save. Maybe it's just me and my longevity others. I'm the same with Football Manager, if I'm in a save for a while, it's difficult to move on. But as I say, hopefully you're ready for 2028. As I say, we'll crack on with this one and see where it takes us. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to check out the Fantasy Booker subreddit, the Grey Dog Software forums, and the various other places you can get content from, and of course the great team that make up all the great mods and graphics packs. It's absolutely stellar stuff that I couldn't even dream of doing, because I say, especially like making the database, that would fry my head with the patience that must take. So thank you very much for watching. Take care, of course, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.